I really mean it. I still like Mike Case a lot, but about a month ago I met another Mike Hahn, through Tammy. Since then, I've liked him, until yesterday. What actually happened was this. I phoned him up on Monday night, and we arranged to meet each other at 4:30 at Le Chateau in Town and Country Mall. I was even brave and told him I was madly in love with him. I hadn't even met him, only on the phone. Well, on Tuesday, I went to Town and Country and waited outside Le Chateau until he came. I bought a 16 magazine with Duran Duran in it. I mean, in brackets, why else would I buy it? We then met and walked around the mall for a while. He said if he saw any of his friends, he'd say that I was his ex-girlfriend because he has a reputation at school.
Sorry.
Well, then we went downstairs to the washrooms, and when I came out, he looked into this tunnel with all these lockers in it. And we went down the tunnel, and in a space between two doors, we talked for a while, and he wrote Sarah plus Mike on the wall. And then he started unbuttoning my shirt. So I said, Mike, I may not be chicken with words, but I'm chicken with other things. And he said, what other things? Or should I ask? Don't bother. Then he said, these things, and kissed the back of my neck. And then I started to get the tingles. And then he kissed me with a slip of the tongue, and it was the first time I've ever Frenched anyone before. I was shaking so much, and I was so scared, and I nearly cried. Then he said, don't worry, you'll learn. And then we Frenched again, and he had braces on as well, so I was licking. And then he said, you're all tongue. And then I tried to laugh, but I couldn't. It was impossible. I was so scared. Anyway, then Mike said, do you want to go back up now? Yeah, sure. I replied, trying not to sound too enthusiastic. Then he put his arm around me and we walked to Action Sports. He kept saying, you hate me now, don't you? But I kept reassuring him that I didn't. We then went to Sam's record shop, and I was quiet all the time. Then he asked the cashier what time it was. It was 6:45. Then I made this excuse that my mum would have a bird if I didn't get home. So we walked to the entrance next to Kiddie Cobbler, and he kissed me goodbye and said he'd phone. I ran out of the doors and started crying.
Aww.
I couldn't think straight. I started thinking things like, I should become a hooker. I'd be good at it. And he's ruined my whole life. And I want Sylvia, who was my best friend. I miss her so much. She's in Nova Scotia right now. Anyway, I cried all the way home and said, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. Then when I got in, I phoned Tammy and spilled my guts. She was so helpful and understanding and said it was a pretty irresponsible, immature, ridiculous, stupid thing for him to do. The first time, we're 14, you know, it's quite wise of her. And she really helped me. I love her. Anyway, then I phoned Karen and told her, and then Sherry and told her, and then I went to bed. He didn't phone me, and I was pretty sick of him anyway, so it didn't matter. I couldn't sleep from thinking about it. In the morning, I woke up feeling so depressed. And I went to school even more so, but Tammy, Karen, Sherry, and Mike Case helped me through the day. Why Mike Case, you ask? Well, I felt so guilty seeing him today and thinking what I'd done that I regretted every minute of it. I've fallen in love with him again. I guess I need someone secure to hold on to right now, after last night. So maybe he's stupid, he's in a remedial class. Maybe he's not really gorgeous, or has an amazing personality, but he has the bod. And the hardest part of love is letting go, they say, which is true. I still like him and have done so ever since September. I really can't get over him. Mike Case is the complete opposite to Mike. He's shy and chicken, but strong. Well, Mike C is like a love and leave / fuck and forget kind of person. Mike K has taken a month and still counting to ask me out, whereas Mike C Frenched me the first time he saw me. I guess I still love Mike Case. I probably always will. I can't seem to get him out of my system. I still love Duran Duran. I always will, actually. It's an obsession now. I have 69 pictures up on my wall. I buy anything that's worth buying of them and cut out the pictures and stick them up and put the articles in my Duran Duran drawer. I have 15 buttons. The sign on my door says, Sarah shares this room with Duran Duran. I love them so much, I can't help it. My best friends right now are Duran Duran, me, put myself first as my best friend. Callie, who's the cat third on the list. Ruth, Tammy, Sylvia, Karen, Christine, and Sherry and Dawn. And there's arrows kind of moving them around where I kind of decided, no, they're higher than the other. They've moved around a bit from a few months ago, and I've also decided to be a fashion designer and have one kid. If it's a girl, I'll keep it as one, but if it's a boy, I'll have more. I've got one daughter. I love Duran Squared. I love my case. I love me. I love God, circled at first. I love the family. I love Ruth. I love Callie. I love Tammy, Sylvia, Karen, Christine. I love Sherry. I love Dawn and everyone else in the world, capital letters. I hate the devil and Motley Crue. And my favourite colours are black, yellow, red, white, purple and turquoise. Must go now. Thanks so much for listening. All my love, gorgeous.